This is Prakash from Peenya Industries Association. I'm the sitting president now. Peenya has got more than 48 square kilometers of the area here in outskirts of Bangalore. It started in 1978 in a small way. Now you will find more than 10,000 industries as manufacturing cluster. You mean to say this is the biggest industrial estate in Southeast Asia? You will not find this type of versatile industries in a cluster anywhere in the world, you can say, because we have got a manufacturer of a pin and as well as a manufacturer of an aircraft component also. We don't manufacture aircraft here, but there's so many people who manufacture components for aircraft, even for Boeing, Airbus, and Jaguar, and all these equipment. Aircraft has got some of the components manufactured in Peenya. So, having said this, we are a biggest industrial estate in terms of manufacturing facility in small scale and medium scale. Here we have micro and small as the major numbers, and 90% of the industry here are micro and small. I mean to say they are all below 50 crores turnover, and more than 100 crores turnover, we have very few companies over here. Now there is an issue we are all facing. When it was started in 1978, this is supposed to be the outskirts in Bangalore. Now it is part of the Bangalore. Now it is outgrown. Industrial estate is also coming in BBMP area. We are facing a hell a lot of problem of disposing solid waste. Not only solid waste, even effluent also. There are people who are producing a lot of components, uses a lot of chemical to process their component. So they produce a lot of toxic waste also. Some of the companies has got their own treatment plant within the factory to solve their problem. That means effluent treatment, STPs, and these are there inside the factories. Some of the small factories doesn't have those. What we do is we have tied up with private companies. They pick up these effluent and take away, and they give it to CETP. That's called Common Effluent Treatment Plant. One is there in Kumbalgodu, another one is the Dabaspet is getting ready, and there is one more in Dodballapur. Like this, they are approved uh, effluent treatment plant. What they do, they collect all these waste from here. That means effluent waste in a liquid form, and take it there and process it and release that water, which is useful for irrigation. And they remove some of the sludge. That means like a solid waste they remove, and they officially treat it even after that also. What I'm trying to say is, entire Bangalore, you can say there's a pollution is a real alarming issue in entire Bangalore. Uh, Peenya has been named as highest highly polluted or critically polluted industrial estate or the area. Here we have air pollution problem because of lots of trucks moving around, and there is a sound pollution because again lot of trucks and buses and vehicles moving because of the activities over here. But the industry won't produce so much of noise because it won't come out of their industry. But we do have even a solid waste also problem over here, where to put the solid waste. So as an authority, government has to come forward to treat all these things within our area, wherein we are facing this problem since more than 3 decades. We don't have CETP, that means common effluent treatment plant within the industrial area. It's supposed to be there. It is not there. And the solid waste management also should have been there. Even that is also not there. The reason being I'm going to talk to you now is this is just a glimpse of how industry functions. Here, Peenya Industries Association has got more than 6,500 manufacturers as members. We are fighting with departments like all the statutory departments, even the tax, bank, and the SIPF, BBMP, BWSSP, all these things for our regular requirement of needs on everyday basis. We have another problem called managing solid waste. Solid waste, in the sense you must have seen in domestic waste at home, your mom and wife, they always keep waiting, looking outside, just hearing a horn saying that, the BBMP person comes and picks up some dry waste once and wet waste once. He will not carry both together. This is BBMP's rule that they should not mix. And we also segregating those and give it to them. Every day or alternate day, they collect it. What is happening in industry is, see, nobody comes and collects our waste. Most of the time, our own industry people request these BBMP people to take away our waste, especially wet waste. Here, there are different types of waste produced. I want to tell you that there is a waste, industrial waste means maybe hazardous. Liquid waste, uh, wet waste may be a hazardous because there may be oil is mixed with this. If you do go and dump it in a landfill, that will really affect the groundwater or on our earth. So we are not supposed to dump this out. What shall we do this? BBMP doesn't take this, nor we cannot dump it outside. We cannot just do that. All these years, this has been happening in a very small way. The lakes around Peenya is really in a very bad shape. There are some NGOs come forward to regenerate these lakes. I just want to tell you, these pollution control department, what we have, Karnataka Pollution Control Department, KSPCB, they have to take care of, spoiling these groundwater or air pollution or even a sound pollution. They come here and suggest us to do this, that. We are not in a position to implement those. To some extent, of course, we do. After that, where shall we go and search for this solution? We don't find anything like that. Recently, a company called NGT, you must have heard, National Green Tribunal, which is the highest body in government of India, has constituted, which has got equally powerful like our Supreme Court, where they are responsible to control this pollution problem in India. They have noticed Peenya is producing a lot of effluents, and they are, creating a lot of problem for our environment. So we have gone back to our government and saying what to do. Believe me, there is no solution available. You know what they say? Even a BBMP commissioner, even then mayor, they were telling industrial waste has to be processed by yourself. We are not supposed to lift industrial waste. Then what is the solution? There was absolutely no solution from them. Now, BBMP has come back and finding a lot of industries that, you are putting all your solid waste outside. It is there on the roadside. Every street has got the waste dumped. And they are searching some of the papers over there and catching some of the industries. You have dumped it there. We are asking the same question, where should we dump it? Tell me. You take it. Otherwise, show us a place to dump it. Absolutely, there is no answer. I want to tell you, all these youngsters, that we are in such a situation, we are sailing in that particular situation where we are not finding a solution officially. Now, I have taken some interest on this particular subject, and association has decided to go on a privatizing of picking up these things. To tell you a little more, any industrial waste is not a waste, as per me. Any industrial waste, as per me, it is a byproduct. Like maybe a plastic that can go to a plastic industry as a raw material. Paper, it can go to a paper industry as a raw material. Even the glass, even the metal waste, even a wood waste. Lot many things can be done after collecting all these things, provided we segregate and collect it. The way our domestic waste is collected by BBMP. They are also segregating, but they refuse to take industrial waste. But I have found a solution to start with. Few companies have come forward to take this if it is segregated and then give some money for the industries who are producing them. Suppose a machine component manufacturer who has got some 10 lathe machines or turning centers or CNC machines, something like this. What kind of a waste they can produce? One is paper waste. Sure, because they'll be using a lot of paper in their administration or a packing, something like that. Maybe wood waste, maybe you must be using for packing. Third, sure on the metal waste, correct? Third, fourth, definitely the oil waste because he'll be using a lot of lubricants in his machine. He'll not be reusing it. It's a waste as per him. He has to throw or give it to somebody. Seeing all these things, we are requesting all our members to segregate this. Once it is segregated, like I'll send you a few write up to you in the sense what are all the major so-called waste to others. As for me, they are not waste. They will going to they have to segregate and keep it in their factory. There are agencies come forward to pick up these things and pay little money also to these entrepreneurs. What I need is I need a database to do that. How do I collect the database? If I call, I have sent some emails. They refuse to send me the details of what are the waste. As for me, again, I'll repeat, it's a byproduct of their company to share with me. So I requested your management and also all you students can assist me by calling our members, asking few details. What are the waste that is collected in our industry? What are the waste that is collected in our factories? What are the waste that is collected in our industries? First, you talk to them to start with. Then they will talk to you. Then you can collect approximately per week or per month. What is the amount of waste you generate? A paper, plastic, metal. Metal means what type of metal? It is a wood, even a glass, something like this, and oil to wipe their machines. It consists of oil. Those kind of waste. Believe me, I am requesting all of you to join hands with me to talk to our own members. You'll get exposed to some of the industrialists and what type of waste they are generating. If you can help me out collecting all this data, that will be a great help for me and my association, saying that you will also indirectly joining hands with our Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, what we are, our Prime Minister has said. Let us all join hands and collect these data from our industrialists, so that once this is collected, you will also be part of cleaning our India, and especially every if you come once to industrial estate, you can see some of the waste. I mean, mainly on the solid waste is dumped on the roadside. I'll tell you one more thing why it is only industrialist doesn't have a mind of what. I mean, why they are not, why they are behaving like this. I'll tell you there are few things behind which is hidden. At night, some of the residential area people, they are also bringing and dumping on the roadside, it seems. We find a lot of marshals present here searching these things. We are getting these information also that at night after 12 o'clock, they dump some of the waste. Even the restaurant people and hotel people, all these people also comes and dumps it, it seems. We are hearing all these things. Okay, no problem in that way. But at the same time, from the industry waste has to be curtailed. Let us give value for it. Let us join hands to collectively work towards to eradicate this. Okay, so we are taken up a project called zero waste. As I told you, the waste generated at home also you can convert if it is a wet waste towards manure, maybe a decomposing that, and a paper waste and plastic waste also will be segregated and sent to similar reprocessing industry. Same way, we would like to call this project as called zero waste management. That means we will collect ourselves going to their doorstep if it is segregated. And we are discussing with our BBMP officials also, in case if they don't segregate and give it to us, the way we do it in domestic, they will be fined later. So to do that, I need a data from all our industrialists that you have to talk to them as the list which we are given. You can collect that and make a note, and if you can pass on to us, we will share this information to uh, some of the NGOs who have come forward to pick up these. There is a vast area over here. Until unless we give these type of waste is generated, they will not come forward. We can also tell our members, saying, see, we are all joining hands to free Peenya from waste, free Peenya from all these debris which are dumped on the roadside, free Peenya or make Peenya as zero waste area. This is one of the unique project which we have taken up. Since I requested your management, you all, I hope you all are going to help us in getting these data from all our industrialists so that the whole Peenya can be green. We are joining another program or a project called Green Peenya. Once this is parallelly, which is going to happen. So once this is being done, and there'll be a lot of plantations and the roadside plants will be planted specially. To tell you a little more on that, we are selecting fruit giving plants. That means they grow and give fruit wherein a lot of birds can come. Nowadays we won't see much birds because they don't have fruits in our vicinity. Very small amount of fruits are available. So the trees which we give fruits, then only the birds can come on and stay. This is what we are planning, uh, and this is a project we are handing over to you people, and we will also give appreciation for those who really talk to our own members, because we are already getting this information saying that one project which we are already given to you, it was so successful. Some of the people, they have respond to us saying, the first project what we did for the labor requirement, it's a good exposure for you. You will get chance to speak to some of the industrialists. I know everybody will not behave the way you want. I request you, please go as an honor request. Like nowadays, every person gets at least 10, 15 calls. Do you want that? Do you want this? When we are busy, if you get that kind of a phone call, we will be really frustrated in answering that. So, the way you talk, it really matters. You have to say that it is for Peenya area betterment only we are talking. So we wanted to make Peenya as zero waste area. So if you start like that, then they will start giving you information. You can also say that it's been deputed by Peenya Industries Association, and the information is also will be there in the Peenya Industries Association. We will not share it anywhere. Even this also you can communicate to them. You can also say that this is a help which we are doing for your own benefit. Sir, you will be dumping waste somewhere. Tomorrow, BBMP people might ask you or fine you. See, we are coming forward to pick it up. This is what few words, if you can talk to them, they will definitely talk to you. And also, you can ask them what kind of a product you are doing. Like this. This is an added advantage for you. This is a route which I am providing you to talk to industrialists. Please talk to them nicely, give respect and talk when your presentation. Tell them we are joining hands to make zero waste area in Peenya, and tell them that the problem you are facing, we are coming forward to resolve that, and tell them that the Peenya Association is told us to talk to you, and tell them that the same information we will just pass on as a data to association so that they can take a effective action on this. That will be a great help. Okay, and I just wanted to add few more apart from this. I love to speak to you all as students. Be an entrepreneur first. Get the idea of entrepreneurship into your mind now. If you keep talking to an industrialist, you will come to know what all the problems and advantages and disadvantages what industry people will have. This will also make you to think yourself that what to do next. This is not just completing your courses and go to any company and work. You can also become your own. You can be your an entrepreneur yourself. Nowadays, you can be an entrepreneur if you have an idea to manufacture, if you have a own product, or join as a management consultant as an entrepreneur to different companies, because a small and tiny industries will not have a different department as such. He's the person who is going to handle the whole thing himself. I mean to say, the HR, finance, banking, investment, production, even R&D, sales, marketing, everything is handled by one person. We'll be always looking for experts like you who are academic experts who have already learned from theory. You always want to put this into force practically. You'll have a better chance to talk to our own industry people and assist them the way you have mastered in it. This is an advantage you will going to have, so that you will come to know in depth of the industry, especially small scale industry. To know more about this, only the small scale industries are backbone for our Indian economy. Other than agriculture, this is the second largest area where the employment is provided at the highest level. In a sense, more employment is provided other than uh, agriculture. So we are all, let us join hands to build our nation, clean nation, in a smaller way to start from Peenya. We are all seeing this Swachh Bharat all over India, and even all our residential area is fairly, now we see waste is reduced. I'm not saying that it's completely eradicated. They're collecting a lot of waste from door to door. This should happen even in industrial area also. Okay. I hope I communicated what I'm supposed to. Thank you very much. And I love to talk on a different subject on another day. I request the management, let them provide me another slot sometime to talk about only on the entrepreneurship ideas and the opportunities available nowadays. I love to do that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving the valuable inputs to us. So our students definitely will do this project. From the institution innovation council, we will do as a project internship work to go with a waste management project. Definitely, we will help us to use it. So participants, thank you for attending this webinar. So further information we will provide to you shortly. Thank you, and I wish you happy new year advance. Uh, Thank you for joining the webinar.